Bulk diet, week 5, animal-based reset. So just like the past several weeks, things have been going really well with this higher carb animal-based approach. I'm really enjoying eating the fruit, the honey, the maple syrup, the full-fat dairy, the eggs, the meat. My workouts have been awesome. This past week, I had a few more sets that I was able to bump up the weight a little bit and just really push it hard. Pushed my legs really hard this week. Both leg days were brutal. And actually, Monday, I did a leg day workout and my legs hurt for 5 days. Wednesday and Thursday, I could barely walk. I could barely go up or downstairs. My quads hurt so bad. And then today, luckily, I was recovered enough to do another hard, intense leg workout. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. But otherwise, I feel great. Sleep has been awesome. Based on my scale, I weighed in today at 174.4 pounds, and I dropped down to 23.7% body fat. Also, with my scale, over the past 2.5 to 3 weeks, I've put on about 1 pound of lean muscle mass. I don't know how accurate it is, as I've said in previous videos, but I will be getting a DEXA scan sometime towards the end of March, and then I'll be able to really see how things are progressing. But other than that, again, feeling great. Looking forward to the meals, the workouts, kind of my routine, my daily routines. Life is getting a little bit busier just with my schedule at work. But now here in the Chicagoland area, we're starting to get a little bit more daylight each day, which is kind of nice. Things are starting to perk up a little bit. The weather hasn't been too bad the past several days. So things are looking up. Yeah, just feeling great. Feel like I'm looking better with my hair, my skin. I don't know if that just is with getting more of those phytonutrients and vitamins and minerals from the fruit that I'm eating. But I just feel like I've got more radiance, more glow, better recovery, better sleep, and just, yeah, I highly recommend to try this animal-based diet. You can play around with the fat and the carbs. You don't have to do this like 50% carb, 25% protein, 25% fat ratios that I'm doing. You could try maybe 40% protein, 30% fat, 30% carbs. You could do 35% protein, 35% fat, and then 30% carbs. So I would lean towards keeping your fat and your carb percentage roughly the same. I'm doing a certain experiment, that's why mine is skewed. But I got a few more weeks of this before I do like a 5-week like mini cut. And the macros will totally change once I hit that. It's going to be 40% protein, 30% carbs, 30% fat. And I'm going to drop the calories a little bit, not a ton. Like I would still technically be slightly above maintenance. I don't want to dip any lower than that because I am in a building phase. I'm going to be building for the next several years before I go through another contest prep and step on stage. So that is the plan with this. Starting March 31st, I'm going to go back to keto, probably do a solid month of just strict keto all of April. Then depending on where my body fat percentage is, I might kind of start my phase 1 and 2 of a cut and try to get around 16, maybe 15% body fat. I don't want to go any lower than that. And then kind of go back up into a healthy caloric surplus once I hit May or June, and just ride that out for the rest of the year, and then kind of recalibrate end of the year for the beginning of 2026. I'm also toying with the idea of come July joining a gym. Just that way I have access to machines, Olympic bars, deadlift bars, trap bars, heavier weights at my disposal. So I'm toying the idea with that, and also getting a brand new workout plan and cycling through a few different ones for a while to kind of see what works best for me. I definitely want to put on more muscle with my legs, in my arms, chest, I mean, back, pretty much everywhere. And I've been doing the Body Beast workouts for a while, and they are great. I've definitely put on some good quality muscle over the past several years doing that. Um, but in order to put on even more muscle mass, I'm going to have access to machines and just Olympic bars, heavier weights. Um, but it definitely doing Body Beast for like a beginner, even someone who's kind of intermediate. Like I would say I'm intermediate level, just with adjustable dumbbells, pull-up bar, adjustable bench, easy bar and plates. I would say I'm definitely intermediate, maybe slightly a tick ahead of intermediate. I would not say I'm advanced, and that's where I want to get to. And by having access to those machines, Olympic bars, heavier weights, I feel I can do that. So that'll be the plan for the second half of this year. But I'm going to finish up this round of Body Beast on this animal-based diet. And I'm going to do one final round of Body Beast while I'm on my ketogenic diet again, and potentially going through a slight cut. Um, I'll always have Body Beast to fall back to. I've done P90X, P90X2, P90X3. At some point in my life, I would like to return back to those programs and do them again. They're great for functional fitness, just getting shredded and ripped. It'd be interesting seeing how my body would respond doing a round of P90X. Now that I've put on some quality muscle, my biggest thing I would want to do is to maintain the muscle that I've put on at least, um, while doing more of the cardio workouts in the program, if that would chisel me out a little bit. So that'd be interesting. If I did lose some muscle doing it, it's not the end of the world. Just going back into the gym for a month or two, I'd be able to recoup it. That's the thing. Once you've built the muscle, if you do go a month or a couple months and you've experienced a little bit of muscle loss, you can get it back pretty quickly, regardless of your age. The key is the stimulus. That's number one. You want to stimulate the muscle. Number two, you need to consume enough protein to rebuild that muscle. And three, you do have to be somewhat in a caloric surplus. So that's all I've got for you guys for the end of week 5. Please keep it locked in here on my channel and like and subscribe and continue to follow along with me as I now go through this bulk phase experimenting with an animal-based diet before I return back to a ketogenic diet. If you guys have any questions about the animal-based approach or even ketogenic approach, please put down in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to respond to you. So thanks again. I'll see you guys for the end of week 6.